What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker, man. Back with another life story. Yes, I know it's been a few days since I posted, but every time I do, I give y'all like 4 or 5 uploads, man. So what I need y'all to do to fuck with your boy is hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and help the channel grow. We almost at 700 subscribers. And like I've been saying, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away $100 to one of my subscribers randomly, all right? Now, with all that being said, man, as y'all can see from the title, me and the homie at the time pulled a switcheroo. You feel me? If you don't know what a switcheroo is, man, I'm about to tell you what a switcheroo is, man. So this story takes place, man, I'm going to say, man, back in like 2009. And I say 2009 because my son's mom had just, moved out the crib. Now, one thing about my son's mom, my youngest son's mom, is like throughout our relationship, it'd be times where like the rent was about to be due, and instead of just trying to figure the shit out or the bills would be due, hey, she would just go to her mama house or she would just go to her daddy house and shit, I'd be stuck. She would cause a fight and I'd just be stuck with the shit. But hey, man, perseverance, hey, that's one of my attributes. You feel me? I'm gonna figure it out. So anyways, man, I say all that because what had happened was the homie at the time named Jay. And I say that fool was the homie at the time because he wasn't the homie anymore after 2010. And I will tell that story another time. You feel me? But anyways, I let this fool move into the apartment. You know what I'm saying? I had like a little 1-bedroom apartment. He needed somewhere to stay just until he figured the shit out. But, his parents was like the plug on the tree. So I'm like, shit, come through. Because I know you're going to always have some tree. Like, I got 2 big ass couches. Like, it's good, my nigga. We ended up growing tree in the fucking closet. I had like a little mini walk-in closet. We ended up growing. I probably still got the video of all this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So, man, one thing about this nigga Jay, like, he was always trying to holler at bitches. Like, that's probably why he has so many problems with females throughout the whole time that I knew the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Always having female issues, bruh. The nigga got like 10 baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga had the most female issues I've ever seen out of any man still to this day. You feel me? Anyways, man, the reason for that, like I said, was because he's always at any and everything walking. He don't give a fuck if the bitch looks great or if the bitch looks like she's been grated. You know what I'm saying? Like some cheese, man. Hey, he's on that bitch. You feel me? So anyways, man, so this happened to be one night where we were just at the crib, you know what I mean? And Jay was like, man, shit, it's boring. We over there smoking tree. He was like, man, I've been talking to these little bitches, man. Shit, is it cool if they come through? I'm like, shit, I ain't got shit to do. Like, tell them slide over. So he like, yeah, man, these bitches is down to fuck, man. It's 2 white bitches. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, we over there smoking and drinking and shit a little bit more. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, man, we should just pull a switcheroo on these hoes. She's like, what you mean? Because we had already agreed, like, man, we just gonna start fucking these bitches right here in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna see what these bitches is about. These are some throwaway hoes. So we don't care if they get mad or whatever. You feel me? So anyways, so once he mentioned that shit, like, man, these bitches are some throwaway bitches. I don't care about these bitches. I was like, shit, let's see what they about then. You know what I mean? So we used to always like sing that T.I. Get loose, no Grey Goose if you don't get loose, you know what I mean? So we always would have bitches slide through and just push them to the limit to see how far they would go, whether it be friends or whether it be one bitch or whatever, you feel me? Like, I got stories for days about that nigga. But anyways, so he called the little bitches over, so, but before that, I'm like, shit, let's pull a switcheroo on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what a switcheroo is, it's like when you and the homie fucking 2 bitches, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all just all of a sudden switch on them hoes, you know what I'm saying? Switcheroo. And they either gonna fuck with it or they not. You know what I'm saying? Either way, bitch, if you're not fucking with it, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? We'll call up some more bitches. Anyways, yeah, this was my train of thought in 2009. You feel me? It's 2023. I'm a little bit more polished in life as a man, but Back then, oh nigga, it was whatever with these bitches. You feel me? Treat a bitch like a throwaway Glock. Anyway, so the bitches come through. So we got this big ass bowl of weed just sitting on the table. You know what I'm saying? We all smoking. We drinking. I think we had like what, some fucking Sky vodka or something. We all kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, I forget how it started. But I think the bitch just started topping bruh off. You know, one of the bitches just start topping bruh off. You know what I'm saying? Now these bitches was like cousins or something. And one of them was like tall with blonde hair and the other one was short with like brown hair. And she was kind of like a little thicker, you know what I mean? But the tall one had some big ass titties and a fat ass. And I remember just thinking like, damn, this bitch kind of bad, you know what I mean? But the other one, she was all right, you know what I mean? She was a little thick. She wasn't fat or nothing, but she was a little thick. But I'm like, she probably get the best dome, you know what I mean? So anyways, man, I got 2 couches lined up. So the thick bitch sitting next to me, you know, the other bit, her cousin sitting next to this nigga. So anyways, man, after like 2 blunts of smoking, after some drinking, you know, they start talking. Me and this bitch is talking, him and that bitch is talking. And all of a sudden, like, I look over and this bitch is just going to town. So I'm like, oh, okay, shit. It's about to go down. But we had some shit on the TV, you feel me? Now, mind you, I got a camcorder at the time, you feel me? So I'm like, man, we about to tape these hoes, you know what I mean? So we watching something on the TV, so there's a lot of light still once I hit the light off, you know what I mean? I was like, man, I ain't finna be watching that shit while the light's on, so I just hit the light off, you know what I mean? So, but you can still see what's going on, because like I said, I had a big like 32-inch TV at the time. Yes, this is back in the day where before everybody had flat screens and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, did I have a flat screen at the time? Nah, I don't think I did. I had a big ass, wait, did I? I might have. No, I think I did. I think I had like a little 42-inch flat screen, actually. I think I did. So, but all I remember is you could still see what was playing. I forget what we was watching. We was watching something, man. So anyways, the bitch is going to town, you know what I'm saying? So me and this bitch, she look over, she see what's going on. So I think we had like a little half a blunt left. I just sparked the blunt up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, what's up? The bitch was like, shit, what's up? I was like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. So these bitches is going to town, you know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, Jay, he get up with the bitch and walk to like where my kitchen area is. Like it's all carpeted, you know what I'm saying? I was staying in 5800 Hamilton Street in North Highlands. If you Google that shit, it's at the dead end in North Highlands behind like the 7-Eleven that's on, what is that? Is it Willarga or Hillsdale? It's on Hillsdale, you know what I'm saying? So if you know where Hillsdale is and the 7-Eleven, everybody knows that in Highlands. It's the apartments right behind that shit. 5800 Hamilton Street. I'll never forget the address, right? Because I was doing all kind of shit out that apartment before I ended up bouncing up out of that bitch, right? So anyways, they go over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting sloppy toppy, blowing this blunt. I'm like, shit. The bitch just got up and started getting naked. I'm like, all right, bitch, you have some big ass titties. I'm like, all right, well, shit. I made her get down. Mind you, I'm taping all of this shit, right? So I made her get down. Then I just bent her ass over the couch and I'm banging her shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Jay's over there doing his thing, beating the bitch. Boom, I can hear her moaning. This bitch is over here moaning. They already knew what time it was, man. These bitches was some busted babies. They already knew what the fuck time it was. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, me and Jay had like a plan. We was gonna pull a switcheroo. So I was like, hey, when I clap, that's when we gonna switch on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? So after about 15 minutes of fucking this bitch from behind, I'm like, man, there ain't nothing else I really want to do with the bitch. I want to fuck this bad bitch over here. You know what I mean? And so I clap, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, like, mind you, I got all this shit on tape at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so we switch over. You know what I mean? Jay come over here and starts boning this bitch. And I go over there and this bitch still laying on the ground on the carpet and shit, you know what I mean? And I remember the first thing that this bitch said, bro. I might have had this shit on tape too. I think we was laughing about this shit like for months after this, right? The first thing that this bitch that Jay was just fucking with says is, you gotta go. She telling me this shit. She's like, hey, you gotta go slow. I'm not as loose as her. I was like, bruh. I wanted to hear that shit again. I was like, huh? She was like, you got to go on me slow. I'm not as loose as my cousin over there. I was like, all right. So longer story short, man. Hey, man, I rocked that bitch to sleep, man. Right there on the motherfucking carpet, bro. After she got up, she kind of had like some rug burns on her back because I was dogging her shit. Like, bitch, your shit ain't as loose as your cousin's own. I'm about to bust you in, bitch. You a busted baby right now. So I was dogging her shit, man. Longer story short, man, we got done doing what we doing and we kicked them bitches out. You know what I'm saying? and then we put the tape on motherfucking TV and laughed about that shit because I was like, hey, bro, I know I got this shit on tape where she says she's not as loose as her cousin. You know what I mean? So, nigga, we laughed about that shit like for like months after that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But yeah, I mean, me and this nigga had way more stories when it come to bitches and all kind of other shit, man. It was another time that this bitch came through that he was kicking it with. You know what I mean? I was just chilling at the house, and then all of a sudden she was just like, here go another story, right? I'm gonna give y'all 2 for 1 right here. So another time, right? Maybe like 2 weeks prior or 2 weeks after. I don't remember, but Jay didn't stay in my apartment for more than 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So this had to be either 2 weeks before the first story I told you, or 2 weeks after the story, right? So he was like, hey, man, is it cool if this little bitch come through? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, can we go pick her up? I'm like, where's she at? He's like, she's over here at the trailer park right there off of Antelope and Watt. There's a white folks trailer park next to a park, I think, on Antelope and Watt, right? So we go pick the bitch up. I ain't thinking nothing other shit, you know what I'm saying? If you go back and look at my story, got some head and took her bread, a Germany story, like scroll down and watch that story. It's kind of like the same situation. Like, I ain't have shit to do. I was trying to help the homie get some pussy. And he was like, yeah, this bitch got a big Playboy bunny tattooed on her ass. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay. But I ain't thinking nothing of it. Like, nigga, this your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So we go pick this bitch up from the trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Another white bitch, right? Jay was white. So we go pick this bitch up. And we over there kicking it. And I ain't really even paying them motherfuckers no attention. They sitting on the same couch he just got topped off of. And I'm over here playing the game, you know what I'm saying? And all I hear is, shit, I'll fuck both of y'all. And I'm like, shrugging? But I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, I didn't hear what I just heard. So I'm still playing the game. She was like, shit, if y'all down, I'll fuck you both right now. I was like, shit, I'll still play the game. So Jay was like, shit, let's get it. You know what I mean? So, hey, she just, same spot. She just got on her knees and start topping Jay. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, she done took off her clothes and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm playing the game acting like just cool. Like just playing it cool. You know what I mean? But this bitch started undressing and everything. And she got on her knees and started topping Jay off right there. So, shit, Jay's like, shit, hit that shit. So I go in the room. I go grab me a condom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this bitch was with it. This when I was about to run up in her, that bitch spread her cheeks open herself, and sure enough, the bitch had a big Playboy tattoo on her ass. So, and mind you, I went in the room and grabbed the camcorder and I set that shit on the sound like, man, we gonna turn this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? So, sure enough, that's what happened, man. But you know, so anyway, so I put on the condom and I'm smacking her shit. Jay's like, face fucking, making this bitch face fucking, you know what I mean? He's like raw, he dogging the bitch. I'm over here dogging the bitch from behind, you know what I'm saying? We was running train on the hoe. Then all of a sudden, he got up and I sit down on the couch and that bitch started topping me off. But Jay didn't put on no condom. He just started hitting that shit raw. He didn't give a fuck at all. Like, bruh. So I bust all in the bitch mouth, you know what I'm saying? And I go in the room, you know what I mean? After that, I go in the room, you know what I mean? So anyways, Jay, he fucked the bitch right there, you know what I mean? Longer story short, man, the bitch ended up calling did she call a taxi? I think the bitch called a taxi to get home. We didn't even drop her off or nothing like that. I think the bitch called a taxi to go home. But I stayed in the room for like 30 minutes. After I was already done doing my deed, I was just like, bruh, this bitch is wilding, you know what I'm saying? And I let him handle that. But I think he called the bitch a taxi and she went home. And then he came and knocked on the door. He was like, bro, that bitch was down. I was like, bro, I had no idea it was about to go down like that. You know what I mean? But hey, man, it wouldn't be the first time or the last time, man. Those are just two funny ass times that I wanted to tell you about some bitches that we had to pull the switcheroo on, man. And the second bitch pulled a switcheroo on us. I was like, Shaggy, what did she say? She was like, shit, I'll fuck both of y'all. I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention to their conversation. You know what I'm saying? She just out the blue just said that and then just started taking off her clothes. The bitch had some big ass titties. She was ugly in the face, but she had a fat ass and some fat ass titties and a flat stomach. I do remember her body was banging like a motherfucker. Pussy, I don't even remember. That shit was alright, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But the dome was super dome though. I was like, oh, you know, I just leaned back on the couch and I remember looking up at the ceiling, closing my eyes and like just letting go. And after that, I got up and like I said, I walked to the room. I didn't even care to see what happened after that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, I'm through with it. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, it's your boy Sack the King, man. Hit that subscribe button below so you'll be the first to know. Help the channel grow. I got more stories on the way. So yeah, King.